this channel is getting millions of views on their kids animation videos. And if you look at their estimated earnings, they're earning anywhere from 793 USD per month all the way up to $12,000 per month. And you too can be able to create similar kids animation videos with minimal effort using free tools that I'm going to show you. So the process has 5 steps, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to navigate each and every step. Let's get started. So the first thing that we are going to do is to create a script for our video. That is sort of like a storyline or what we want our video to have. So you can do this on your own if you're a really creative person. Alternatively, you can use AI tools such as ChatGPT to help generate the script for you. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to enter in our prompt here. So my prompt is write a script for a simple 2D kids animation video about, so you can say what you want your video to be about. Mine, I want it to be about number recognition between the numbers 1 to 10. And then after that, I describe a little bit of what I want to be in the video. So I say, have a narrator introducing each number, ask the number to say hello. For example, in the format, I am this, and then describe the scene and have each number in one scene. So having each number in one scene makes it really easy for us. It also makes it easier for the kids to be able to follow along. So this is what we are going to do. I'm going to just enter that. If you want the actual prompt, I'm going to leave it in a link in the description down below for you to be able to copy it and use it for your own videos. Okay, so ChatGPT has been able to create a script for us. Let's look at what it says. So we have the title is Counting Fun, Exploring Numbers 1 to 10. Then we have an opening scene that is a colorful and vibrant cartoon world with fluffy clouds and a bright sun shining in the sky. Cheerful music plays in the background. So we're going to be able to recreate these scenes. I'll show you exactly how to do that in the next step. So step 2 is for us to be able to create the visuals. For that, we're going to use Canva. So you can start with Canva on the free version. However, if you really want to treat this as a business, then I would recommend considering the paid version of Canva. So once we're in Canva, we're going to go to create a design here, and we're going to search for a YouTube video. Okay, so we'll go with that YouTube video. It's going to create for us a blank template, and that is what we want. So now we're going to go back to ChatGPT to see what our opening scene looks like. So you can see we have a title here. I'll ensure to also have the title in there. So I'll just copy that, go back to Canva, and then we can look at one of these texts here. So we'll click on the heading here, and then we're just going to paste our text there. Okay, we're going to decide on the color a bit later. Let's just have the text there. Go back to ChatGPT and see that our opening scene is a colorful and vibrant cartoon world with fluffy clouds and a bright sun shining in the sky. So if you go back to Canva, click on elements, we're going to look for a cartoon background. Okay, so we have some options to choose from. We have videos, we have graphics, we also have photos here. So let's look at maybe some of the videos. So why I want to start with the video for the first section is because I don't want to do a lot of animation in the opening scene. So I prefer to just find one that has already been animated. Yeah, so this one looks like something we could use, because it sort of describes already the background that ChatGPT told us, because it says that we want a colorful and vibrant cartoon world with fluffy clouds and a big bright sun shining in the sky, which is, I think, more or less what we have gotten here. So I'm going to change this here. So we're going to go to effects, and then we are going to have it have a sort of background for this. Okay, we can have this color maybe as a bright color, maybe color orange. Okay, maybe that. Okay, then we can make it a bit bigger and have it somewhere there. Okay, so this is our opening scene. You can add other things in here. For example, I would like to add all the numbers here so that they'll just be here doing something. So let's look at the numbers. We look for number 1. Actually, you can write kids or cartoon 1 so that you're going to have cartoon number 1. We can have this as our number 1. Okay, so we can have it here. We just want to have a few numbers, you know, sort of doing something in the background. So we have a number 2, and also the numbers that I'm going to use here are the same numbers that I'm going to use for the video. So we have our number 2 here. Let's have number 3. Okay, so this can be our number 3. Just ensure it's the same sort of size as the rest of them. number 4. So we've chosen everything with some eyes at the top, so we want to get the same. Okay, so we can have that number 3 and that number 4. So we have a magic recommendation here. Let's see some of the numbers here. Yeah, I could have used maybe all of this set, but I really like this number 1 and also the number 2. So let's see what their number 5 looks like. Yeah, not too bad. We can have this one. So that could be like our sort of introduction part. So let's have the numbers doing something, just so that they're not just, you know, just standing there. So they could, yeah, they could be wiggling. So I've gone to each number, clicked on animation, and then I'm choosing the wiggle animation here. So if we play this one, yeah, we have something happening on our first scene. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, remember to like it. That really helps with the algorithm. So let's go to the second scene. Transitioning to scene 1, a grassy field with a big number 1. So we just have a big field. Let's go back. So we're going to look for another cartoon background. So we could use this one. Okay, so we'll just stretch it so that it covers the entire place there. Then we're going to have our number 1. So if you go back to the numbers here, you can see the ones that we recently used. This is the number 1 we used. We're going to make it really big. Okay, so we have number 1 here. I can actually push it a little bit like this so that it looks as though it is coming into the scene. So click on the number, click on animate, and then you're going to click on create an animation. Okay, so here we are going to just drag a path for the number 1 to follow. So just going to hold it, and then we'll just drag it through the screen like that. Maybe we can just have it come until the center there, so that the kids don't feel dizzy if it's, you know, if it's too fast. Yeah, so I think that is okay for number 1 scene. Now we can go to the second one. Let's look at what it says for number 2. For number 2, it says a pond with 2 cute ducks swimming happily. The number 2 floats on a lily pad. Let's look for maybe a cartoon. We're looking for a pond background. You can look for graphics or photos. So I think I've found one here. Yeah, so we'll just set this one as a background. And because we don't have 2 ducks here, we're going to bring in the ducks. Okay, so just write ducks. Then we look for graphics. And we are looking for 2 ducks. So maybe we can have this one, or let's see. Okay, so maybe we can have this one. Yeah, so we can have this duck here just swimming in the pond. Let's duplicate that so that there are 2 ducks. Have this one here for perspective. And then we are going to animate them. So just click on it and then click on animate. And then we are going to sort of create a path for them. Okay, so we'll just have them swimming like that. Yeah, so that's for the first one. Hold the other one. Create a similar path like that. Yeah, so that those are our 2 ducks swimming. So let's see what ChatGPT says. So it says the number 2 floats on a lily pad. Okay, so we want to have our number 2 floating on a lily pad. So go back to elements and look at what we've used before, because we've already done this. This is number 2. Okay, and then we want to have it floating somewhere, maybe on this lily pad here. But now you can look at the contrast. So we may have to change this number 2 because the contrast is not great there. So let's write cartoon. Okay, so we may have to use this number 2 after all. Yeah, so this one has better contrast. So that's number 2, and then we'll create some animation for it. We want it to sort of wiggle just a little bit, yeah, so that it's visible. Okay, so that's we have the first scene and we have the second scene. Let's see what else we are told to do here. Transition to scene 3, a sunny beach with 3 smiling suns shining bright in the sky. Okay, the number 3 builds a sand castle. Let's do that. So number 3 here, cartoon beach background. So we have a cartoon beach background. We could use this one here, not too bad. And then we're going to look for some suns. There's already a sun here, but I want a cartoon sun because kids like faces. So we're going to have some faces to the sun. I think I like this one. Looks like a happy sun. Yeah, so we can have one sun here. Just duplicate this to have another sun somewhere here. And maybe another sun there. So we won't have them do so much. Maybe just create a really subtle path. Yeah. And this one too, very subtle. This one also. Yeah, and then we have number 3 here. Let's make it a little bigger. So we have number 3 there. And ChatGPT said in the scene, we want number 3 to be building a sand castle. Okay, so we want a cartoon sand castle. Okay, so just look for a sand castle here. Let's see. Okay, maybe we could use this one. Is it visible? It's not very visible. Let's look for another one. Maybe this one. I like this one. Okay, so we're just going to reduce the size here so that number 3 is just creating, building the sand castle. And since now we have number 3 doing something, we're going to give them some hands because here they don't have hands. So we're going to look for cartoon hands. So let's see if we can see something. Well, maybe we could use this one. So let's rotate it a little bit to go there. You can change the color of the hand here to maybe to the same color. Okay, maybe that doesn't look very good. We can use this green. Okay, then we can send it to the back. Okay, so that is one hand. Let's duplicate it and then we're just going to flip it. Is it? Yeah, and now this hand can come to the foreground. Have number 3 there so that number 3 has some hands. Yeah, so number 3 is now working on something. I'm going to group this together. So just move this one aside. So it's that hand, this hand, plus number 3. Just group them together. Yeah, so that now number 3 is able to move on their own. And then we can bring the sand castle here. Let's animate number 3 a little bit. So we can have number 3 maybe wiggling. Okay, yeah. So now we have our third scene. And I could continue all the way up to number 10, but I want to save us some time, so I'm going to go to the third step. So the third step is for us to get some audio. So you can see there's something happening on our scene here, but we also want to hear some voice because we already have our narration from ChatGPT here. So I'm going to use another tool called 11 Labs. You can also use 11 Labs for free. So what is required of you is just to put in your text here and you can be able to create some audio from that. So I'll look at what ChatGPT says for the introduction section. We want the audio for each and every scene of everything we've created. Yeah, so we have this first part here. This is the title. I want it to also be included here. Okay, and then I'll just have some space there. Then the narrator says, welcome to Counting Fun, where we can embark on an exciting journey. Okay, so we're going to copy that here. Okay, so that's our opening scenes. So the other thing is that you need to find a voice. Okay, so we have so many voices here, including some where I tried to get my clone voice there. So let's listen to some of them.
You can't blame gravity for falling in love.
Okay.
In seed time learn, in harvest teach, in winter enjoy.
So I think I can use Liza for the numbers, but I also found that Jelinda sounds really nice. Let me play it.
In seed time learn, in harvest teach, in winter enjoy.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to use those two voices. We're going to use Jelinda for the narrator. Yeah, so just generate the speech here. Okay, so that is the first one.
Fun. Exploring numbers. 1, 10. Welcome to Counting.
I think we need to change that. 1 to 10. Okay, let's generate again.
Counting fun. Exploring numbers. 1 to 10. Welcome to Counting Fun, where we embark on an exciting journey to learn about numbers. Are you ready to meet our friendly numbers?
Okay, so we can download this one. I think that one is okay. So I'll go to the folder where it's downloaded so that I just rename it. We'll create a new folder here. Counting Fun. Okay, so this is our first one. I want to rename this one to Welcome. So that's the welcome scene. Let's go to the second one. Okay, this is the narrator. They say this. This is what the narrator says. Go back to 11 Labs. Just remove this one. Generate speech.
Here we have our first friend. Number 1, say hello to everyone.
Okay, so in case you wanted to add some pauses, what you do is just add some spaces there and generate the speech again. Then it's going to have a sort of space. So just put just 2 spaces.
Here we have our first friend. Number 1, say hello to everyone.
Okay, so we'll download this one. So we'll just rename this one to number 1. And then instead of first of all going to what the number actually says, I'm going to generate everything that the narrator says. Okay, so the narrator also says this part.
Great job, number 1. You stand tall and strong all by yourself.
Okay, so we download this one and rename it. Renaming is quite important if you don't want to have to go through this entire list once again. So for this one, we are saying number 1, number 1B. So I'm going to do the whole thing for up to number 3, and then we're going to move to the next step. Okay, now we're going to go back to what the numbers actually say. We said that we're going to use a different voice for that, so we're going to use Liza. So just change the voice to Liza. Then let's go back to ChatGPT, see what number 1 says. Yeah, so this is just the introduction. Yeah, so just generate the speech and then rename accordingly. 1 intro, so that it's different from the way we numbered the others. So let's look at what number 2 says. Hello, I am number 2. Is that what number 3 also says? Okay, fine. So it means we don't have to come back here. I'll just change the numbers. Okay. Generate the speech.
Hello, I am number 2.
Oh, I like the way, she says that. It sounds so warm. Rename this. We said we're doing intro. So now we have number 3. Okay.
Hello, I am number 3.
Great. Okay, so we have our 3 numbers here. Okay, so everything is inside our counting fun, and you have to remember how you numbered them so that you don't get confused. So now we're going to go back to Canva and we're going to put these voices in the different scenes. So you can just click on upload, select all the voices and just click on open. They're just going to be brought into Canva. Alternatively, you can just come and drop them in here. Either way, they're going to be uploaded into Canva. Okay, so we have them uploading here, so I can see some of them have already completed. Let's wait for all of them. So we have the welcome scene here and we want to drop it here. So what you do, just ensure that your playhead is exactly where you want the voice to be. So this one is in the beginning, we drop it here. Okay, so let's listen to it.
Counting fun. Exploring numbers. 1 to 10. Welcome to Counting Fun, where we embark on an exciting journey to learn about numbers. Are you ready to meet our friendly numbers?
Okay, so you can decide to have the entire clip. I have just decided to skip out this part, so that we just start here. Let's listen.
Welcome to Counting.
Okay, I think I'll just have it start there. And because it stops here now, we're going to pull our opening scene up to there so that it starts here and it ends here. So the second scene, we have the narrator talking twice. So let's look at the first narration, narrator part 1. So just put the playhead where you want, click on your audio, that is the one, and just ensure that it aligns with the number. But then now we're going to have the narrator speaking twice. So let's listen to this and then we can adjust accordingly. Oops, there.
Here we have our first friend. Number 1, say hello to everyone.
Okay, so when we say hello to everyone, we have to put in where number 1 actually speaks. It is this one here. So just drop it there. And then we can put the other part, this one. Okay, so this one, we have to pull it all the way up to here. Yeah, let's play it a little bit.
Here we have our first friend. Number 1, say hello to everyone.
Hello, I am number 1.
Great job, number 1. You stand tall and strong all by yourself.
Okay, so I think we're going to introduce something else happening in here. Alternatively, what we can do is where it stops here, we can duplicate this one. So duplicate the page there, and then we have this one doing something different. Okay, so just delete the path and have number 1 doing something different. Okay, so we have the speed somewhere there, have it smooth, and I think we are done for that. Just ensure that now it aligns well. And now we're going to do this for number 2 and 3 so that we're able to move to the next part. Okay, so I'm done with that part. And by the way, you can add so many other things into this. You can have other things happening. You can add birds. For example, you could just come to elements here, decide you want to add birds, animate maybe even the path so that it's just going across. Yeah, so you can add so many things onto this just to ensure that your animation really looks alive and vibrant so that kids are able to enjoy it. Okay, so now we are going to go to step 4. And step 4 is adding some music to our video. So for kids videos, you really want to ensure that you add some music because that keeps them really engaged. So if you want to upload these videos on YouTube, then I suggest that you look for music that is copyright free. So you can't just use the music that you're going to find on Canva because you don't have the rights to that music. So I'd suggest going to something like YouTube Audio Library, or you could find royalty-free music from other sites such as Pixabay. So I'm going to use YouTube Audio Library here. So when you come to the YouTube Audio Library, you can search for what you're looking for using the mood or genre. I'm just going to write kids in here and we're going to look for something that we like. Let's listen to this. Okay, let's listen to another one here. Okay, I kind of like that one. So we're going to download that one and then we can find it here. So just click on it, click on open. And then as it completes downloading, place the playhead where you want the music to start, which is at the very beginning, unless you want to have different sort of soundtracks running across that. So we'll click on that one so you can see it here now. So just click on it, ensure that you reduce the volume because you want the narrator to be able to be heard through the volume. So just reduce it. Maybe we can leave it at 15. Yeah, we can play it a little.
Welcome to Counting Fun.
Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. So what we're going to do now is that I'm going to go to the very end of this and I'm just going to ensure that the music reaches up to where we have the video. Yeah, so just delete that one. Yeah, so that we have our music reaching at the end of where we have our images. And then you can see it's about 44 seconds long. So if I did all the numbers, it would go to up to maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, which is okay for a kid's video. So I'm going to download this and then we're going to listen to it. So ensure when you're downloading, you download it as an MP4 video. That is important. So let's download it and listen to it. Okay, so here's our video now. Let's listen to it.
Welcome to Counting Fun, where we embark on an exciting journey to learn about numbers. Are you ready to meet our friendly numbers? Here we have our first friend. Number 1. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, I am number 1.
Great job, number 1. You stand tall and strong all by yourself. Look, it's number 2. Let's see if number 2 wants to say hello.
Hello, I am number 2.
Wonderful. Number 2. You and your duck friends make quite the pair. Oh, it's number 3 having fun in the sun. Can you say hello, number 3?
Hello, I am number 3.
Splendid. Number 3, your sandcastle looks fantastic.
Yeah, so that is our completed video. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. If you want to learn how to better edit your videos in Canva, ensure you watch the video on the screen. Thanks for watching. My name is Peris. Ensure you subscribe for more content like this and I'll catch you on the next one.